antsy.
It's not the same.
Antsy in reference to the Ant-Man trailer we just watched.
No, just
Recently?
in reference of me sitting here.
Oh,
That's true.
well, fair enough. But anyway, while we're on the subject of antsiness
But
and
anywho.
ants in the pants, Ant-Man coming out in July.
Mark
Trailer
on
just came
calendars.
out.
Just July, the whole month. Mark it off.
Well, there's a specific date it's actually coming out.
I don't remember what it was though.
Well, that's why you would look these things up before you talk about them.
And we just saw it too.
I know. Well, that's what happened. I think it was the 18th. I don't remember. Anyway,
I think it was May in it.
Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas.
2008.
How do you guys feel about Paul Rudd being in the movie? First off, let's start with that.
I actually,
As a hero, as a superhero.
as a superhero, I don't see him as a superhero.
I agree.
But I don't know the whole background of Ant-Man.
You're
And what
a
I
little you're a
saw,
little novice.
yeah, what I saw in the trailer, he looks like a good fit, just the way his
A
personality
good
is.
fit for the character.
right.
But that's all what
I would agree. I
don't know.
really like Paul Rudd. I just don't see him as a hero. But I kind of see what Jared's saying with the. It's kind of funny, kind of stupid.
Yeah, they're trying to take a different take. They're not. This is not going to be a $1 billion movie.
Right.
They're not.
This isn't a summer blockbuster.
They're not going to have 5 sequels coming out every year.
This reminds me
But-
of like Honey, I Shrunk the
Five
Kids
sequels.
and like Iron Man combined.
Probably a
That was
little
a
bit.
good review.
A little bit of Transformers in there too.
Right?
A movie like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
They don't want to
Meets
lead with that.
Iron Man.
That's not how they want to lead it.
brings you.
But it's got that like, all right.
It's
okay.
the premise itself is
This
ridiculous
summer.
that a man can miniaturize himself and then fight, and like he has the actual force as if like an ant, where it's like 1,000
Yes.
times his own
But
strength
the
or something
problem
like
is,
that.
it's not that he just gets small. It's that it's also serious, and that he's fighting a real villain who's also small,
Can
but
get
also
smaller and
big
can also get bigger. Yellow Jacket.
and
Who
Yellow
looks
Jacket. I
awesome.
mean, come on.
I
Yellow
thought that
Jacket.
that looked kind of
It's-
cool. Another guy from House of Cards. There's a lot of House of Cards
Yeah,
people
there's a
making
lot of
moves in the
House of
world.
Yellow Jacket
Oh,
did
it's
look cool. I
another
do like
one.
his,
What if this is the first trailer they're first review?
Well, I'm
they're
just saying in
watching?
a lot of superhero movies.
Yeah, recently coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
There's a lot.
She's Jared.
That's so rude all the time. Ant-Man's
I hate you guys.
It's okay, Jared.
I quit.
We still hate you.
We always did.
So they're not actually. It's a status quo at this point.
Never change.
Yeah. So what would you? I thought. I mean, the little Thomas the Tank Engine thing at the end.
It's
was
funny.
fun.
It was funny.
That was
but
pretty funny.
It was.
I mean, they're not taking it seriously.
No.
They know what it is, and I'm Paul Rudd.
He's. I do like
But-
him.
You're an Ant-Man fan, aren't you?
Yes, I
Fanatic?
have the first. Only the first 57 comics.
Oh, that's it.
I've actually never even heard of Ant-Man before this movie.
Really?
Is that
Oh, wow.
like, I don't know, is he a big...
No. I don't
me
think so. But I think he actually was part of the Avengers, like before most of the people who are actually in the Avengers
That's
movies are part of it.
interesting.
So I assume they're obviously going to have him cross over.
There's going to be a
since,
tie-in at
yeah,
some
he's
point?
he's
Okay.
not going to be only in a solo. Ooh, maybe I wonder. You think they'll include any of the Avengers in the movie?
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
see how they would, because it wouldn't make sense in that world, right?
I don't. I mean,
Like, I know it's the same...
What's-
They're all the
do
same.
you know what the
universe.
world is?
No, but...
But how do you
See,
say?
no,
he
What
doesn't-
planet
no,
is
but
it
I'm
on?
saying, like, how could you have these real heroes... with-
Ooh, ooh,
I
get
went
a little
there.
judgmental.
You know what
already.
I'm saying. You know what I'm
It
saying.
is all the same.
In with
universe,
him.
though.
No, I know it's the same universe, but I'm saying
Meaning it is the same.
there's
world.
some universes that I can't see them ever crossing, and I feel like that's...
I mean, they're going across.
They do cross though.
I could see a
Always
little
cross.
cameo from Robert Downey Jr. thrown in there.
Yeah, how does that make sense?
Or something.
Maybe
I don't
him
know.
on the TV
you
or
haven't
something.
Seen, you don't know
You
what
gotta,
the,
you gotta
the-
assume if that was
the plot of
happening
the
at the
movie.
same time, Robert
The
Downey
whole-
Jr. would just swoop in there and take over.
that was the whole point of the shared universe is that all these things are happening while everything else is happening. Like Robert Downey Jr. Like all the Avengers are in New York, and I guess Ant-Man takes place. I assume it takes place in
and
New
they
York.
make references.
Where
here and
was
there.
Spider-Man during the destruction of?
He
New York?
was 15, 14 years old. He was probably a freshman in high school. You jerk. He probably just hit puberty.
I
How
guess
do you
I'll
know it
say-
was that
I'll be
timeline?
interested to see how they
Of
possibly
course,
tie
that's
it
what
in.
they're doing. They're doing.
Oh, now they're
he's in
changing
high school.
it. Yeah, but I mean when.
Well, they're not
they
including
made
the older ones.
Avengers,
Oh,
when the movie
they
came
said
out.
they actually said that. I think Kevin Feige said that.
Don't go into it.
He's the head honcho. He's the big wig at Marvel. But he said that.
He wears big wigs.
No, that's just an expression for
Oh.
like judges. They wear the white wigs. Have you seen
Are
like
they
a
English?
like what an
Do they work
older
in Parliament?
like an older video of like a judge?
Yes. All right. Go. What were you
Are you
saying?
familiar?
Anyway,
he was saying that Spider-Man was around at the time when the Avengers, they were both in the world. He was in the
Just had
universe.
Better things
It's just
to do.
that he was too young, maybe. You don't know. So I'm thinking
don't
Ant-Man
know.
will probably transfer. Maybe I don't. He's not gonna be in Avengers 2. And I don't know. Maybe they'll sneak someone in really quick. Maybe Captain America will show up. Who knows?
He'll just pop in. From
I'm
the
not
side
very
and-
familiar
I don't
with
see how they
the
could do
world of
that.
Ant-Man
we'll see.
because they all. That's how comics work. They
I know
all
but the
cross
other
over
ones do
into
it so
overlap.
nice. I feel like how could you possibly put somebody in this movie? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Because maybe it's just
Like,
Tony Stark.
Everybody else is
Maybe
so
it's
busy,
not-
and now they got to get this little guy to go in.
Well,
and-
maybe it's not relevant to them, or maybe they're fighting Ultron. Maybe they're in.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's not
Kuala
that big of a
Lumpur.
scale where everyone knows about it. It's a small scale situation.
We don't know.
There's no
He is a
small
miniature-
scale. This guy's trying to take over the world here. This is no small scale.
Yeah, but it
operation.
might not.
But you don't know what his
known.
motive is
Yeah.
and what he's doing. Maybe Ant-Man stops him before he becomes big.
Maybe
What
he's trying
happened?
to stop the pollination of flowers. Therefore,
That has long-term effects on the ecosystem.
Right?
There's a lot of long. You should do a study on that. There's a lot of long-term effects on if you take one thing out of the ecosystem. We'll see. We'll see. You don't know. We don't know. I
Small
think.
scale problem.
I think Ant-Man's going to be in Avengers 3. I think he's going to be in Avengers 3.
really?
I don't think he's going to.
You'll barely see him.
He'll
He's
probably
gonna be
make.
really small.
He's going to make an appearance. Yeah, he was one of the ants on the ground.
He was almost stepped on.
I think he'll make an appearance in Cap 3 because it's going to show all the heroes and the villains coming together for the
Again, you'll
registration.
barely see him.
All right,
He's-
guy.
He can turn into a full-size
If
man.
you see,
He's a normal human
if
man.
you see a floating pen, that's him writing his name.
Or it might be Sue Storm.
Or yeah, that's true.
Although that's different.
That's a different company.
Rest in peace. She won't be able to be in the movie. So yeah, stay locked. We'll say she might die at the end of the Fantastic Four.
I guess they'll, if
You
they
don't-
just
you-
want to
have you
kill him
seen-
off right after they reboot
Maybe
it
they'll
again.
get Jessica Alba back. Who knows? Depending on
Since they're coming out with a
the-
second one anyway, they have a second one planned.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, that seems a little ballsy.
it is, but they have one.
I mean, I'm sure it'll do well.
I
Yeah.
think
So
it's 2017.
Ant-Man. I think it's a funny little side project. I mean, I don't think anyone knew the Guardians of the Galaxy were going to do as well as they did. So I think
I thought it was
this
going to.
really.
Yeah, it looked like
No,
a
I
funny,
didn't. I
different
had no
movie.
idea who the Guardians of the Galaxy were.
I mean, they're purposely like aliens and stuff, so that you're kind of
Right, it's vague.
and they're like much smaller. They're like in terms of the comics, they're like minor compared to
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
it definitely
everyone.
turned out
Captain
better than
America
I
and Spider-Man.
expected, but I kind of expected it to do decently.
Well, because it was an extremely good movie. I think that's
Yeah.
the only reason why. So hopefully this movie is good too, and hopefully Paul Rudd gets his due credit for not being a terrible actor in a really good movie. He's a good actor,
He's
but
a good
we'll see how
Yeah.
well he plays in the movie.
Only time will tell. Check out our other videos.
We'll be
Stay tuned.
We'll keep this movie under a microscope.